Alright, hey, what's up? It is Giggzers, and we are just gonna do a quick little rundown on my preferred method of surviving the first night in a single player survival map. Alright, so we just did a completely random world, didn't even name it. Awesome. First order of business, we're gonna punch down some trees. Yep. Bloody fists will get us a home. Alright, literally punch down one tree. That's pretty much it. Let's punch down one tree. Now, okay, once you have your one tree, you are turning this into planks, crafting table. Alright. Don't use all of what you have on, like, what's it called, on, sticks. Okay, there's really no point in that. Alright, so first things first, you're going to want to just throw down your crafting table. Go ahead, make yourself a axe, preferably. Make yourself a couple axes if you don't feel like digging down and getting stone immediately. Pick back up your crafting table. Okay, now it's time to find a place, which I prefer to do it near a river. It slows down the mobs in front of your house. It gives you a water source for growing some shit. And there's plenty of animals around. You obviously want to kill a couple of those. Grab up some wood. Let's get some trees. Alright. Yeah. If you're very new to Minecraft, I'd recommend having the Minecraft crafting wiki open pretty much all the time. Just, you know, like, I still do that, and I play quite a bit. Just like, alright, I was working on my, like, personal single player, like, an hour ago, and I'm sitting there using ender pearls and eyes of enders and stuff to find a stronghold, and I finally found where they would just suck into the ground, and then, like, I just kept digging and digging, and I just wasn't finding it. So instead of sitting there like, what the hell, you know, go on the crafting, type in stronghold, and apparently, like, I found where there's, like, a particular depth to where you want to be. Alright, so then you want to pick out a nice little flat spot. You're not really going to be doing anything special here, since literally this is your first night surviving. That's what we're covering here. You just want to get, you know, a very basic setup for what you're doing. And your first house, let's go ahead and make it 3 tall, because, you know, then, like, see what I mean? It's a roof. You don't need to be able to jump in here. There's really no point. So go ahead and make it. It needs to be big enough. Just a big square, crappy little house. You'll be fine with that. I'm putting mine in this tree, basically. I wouldn't really worry about windows or anything like that for now, because it's just not super important. And you continue to just make a little house here. Cool. Just want enough room in there to make a bed and to put a door on it. Okay, so we haven't seen any sheep since we've gotten here. We've only seen pigs and cows. So the first thing I'm gonna do, and this is what I always do as like a safety precaution, make a hut, put a door on it. First things first, okay? Now you want to make a sword, something like that, and go look for some sheep really quick. Keep an eye on the daylight situation, and yeah, that's pretty much it. You don't have much food, so, or you don't have any food at this point really. You could kill some of these pigs and eat them, but it's not going to be super beneficial to you to not cook them, so I'd recommend first things first, instead of just wasting them to that's a spider, awesome, to Leave them and just don't sprint pretty much anywhere you go. Your hunger will last 10 times longer if you just don't sprint. Alright, looks like we got some pumpkins here and a sheep. It's very uncommon for a sheep or something like that to be completely alone. So they're usually in like 3, 4, 5, groups hanging out. And yep, we got 5 going here. We're killing 3 sheep. I'm going to show you guys the scenario if you did not get any sheep and it got too close to nighttime, and that's pretty... Well, you have 20 minutes to get set up here, so 20 minutes of daylight straight off the bat. I wouldn't be super picky about where you make this first little hut, because I never wind up staying in that spot, but it's good for a couple nights until you have a chest full of, wood and cobblestone stuff, and then you can go wander off and find a pretty little place to start up. So basically, we are just going to make a bed, and we pretty much are good to go. We have a bed, okay, we have a pathetic amount of resources, which is good for the first night. You don't need any resources for the first night. You need to build your little hut. So everything's good to go. We're ahead of schedule, as it's not nightfall yet. We have a bed. We don't have a source of light. That's fine for now. We are just going to turn a little bit of more wood into planks. Gonna make a pickaxe really quick. We're not gonna need a second pickaxe, so go ahead and make those into more sticks. Out here we had some this little cave and a little situation going on here. Let's just grab a little bit of this cobblestone. And I'm not sure if it's still the same, but I remember it being part of an update a long time ago. If the floor is like placed cobblestone, nothing will spawn there. So even though we don't have torches, putting the floor of our hut as this little cobblestone is an okay little procedure, or a little prerequisite of just staying safe until we have a little bit of coal. Okay, I wouldn't recommend just digging straight down inside the house unless you couldn't find any wool and it became nighttime. Then you're just going to hang out inside your house overnight and dig straight down and, have fun doing that. But, so we're going to grab a shovel, pickaxe, good to go, and let's go ahead and just make this cobblestone really quick. It is starting to get dark, it looks like. It's a little dimmer in here than I thought it should be at the time. Make our little floor out of cobblestone. And that's fine for now. Okay. Now, just as a little thing that we should do. Alright, so at this point we have an apple we just picked up from chopping down trees. You should always just keep an eye out for little stuff like that. Every successful civilization in history has been primarily a gathering civilization, so don't be afraid to run out and farm or just chop down trees looking for apples, or hunt some pigs down. It's not really gathering, but alright, so we saw this little cave over here. Okay, and we are going to take a look around for some coal real quick. I'm going to turn up my brightness so I can get a better idea of what exactly we're doing here. And look at this. Coal can be found from 256 blocks up in the air to bedrock, it's very easy to find. You just gotta wander around till you find a little cavern just to save time, and if you're using a wooden pickaxe, make a cobblestone one. It's really worth it. Grab a little bit of coal, don't waste too much time inside all this little stuff, because you will wind up, last thing you want is to have all your tools sitting in your pocket, and then come out of the cavern to find it's nighttime and not make it back to your house alive. Because until you get your first setup of, like, leather armor, for instance, you're just gonna be very, very easy to get killed. And here we go. We're just gonna put 1 torch, 2 torches, 3, make it all symmetrical. Actually, no, let's do it like that. And boom. There we go. Literally just so there isn't creepers sitting around, we're going to put a small radius of torches near our house, so when we wake up in the morning, there are not a ton of creepers and endermen, spiders, just stuff that can survive during the day. And that is going to be pretty much it. We have survived our first day, and to make it official, let's sleep. And there you have it. You have 1 solid day down. You are now free to do what you gotta do, really. You have close to no wood at this point. I'd go and chop down a ton of trees and start saving the resources for another house. Well, I hope this video was helpful for you, and I hope you guys can use what I've told you here to your advantage in the future. So, you guys have a good one. Peace out.